distinguished jurors, fellow honorees, sisters and brothers at the bar. I'm happy to be with you tonight and to have my son, Bob Morgenthau, and my grandson, Harry Morgenthau, the great-grandson and the great-great-grandson of Henry Morgenthau. I'm most grateful to you for honoring me and the memory of my grandfather and what would have been his 166th birthday. It is particularly appropriate that you do so at an event honoring public service. For while everyone in the room is aware of my grandfather's support of the Armenian people during and after the genocide, you may not know the impact the genocide had on him personally. His own words express it best. He said when he resigned his post as ambassador to the Ottoman Empire, I had reached the end of my resources. By then my grandfather had witnessed the slaughter of the Armenian people. He had argued with men who had ordered the destruction of a nation, men who we describe as reeking with blood, who had ordered the destruction of a nation, men who would, let's say, he described as reeking with blood. And perhaps that, cruelly of all, most cruelly of all, he had endured the indifference of his own government, that last best hope of earth, which stood idly by as the horror continued. He returned home with his son, my father, Henry Morgenthau Jr., and started then, and for as long as he lived, my grandfather talked to all of us of the lessons that he drew from the genocide. The chief lesson he taught is that there, in this world, many people whose basic human rights and very lives are threatened by despots, dictators, and thugs posing as political leaders. He taught us that we have a fundamental obligation to those people, and the way we do that is the way you do it every day, through public service. My grandfather's words made a big impression on me. In fact, maybe too big an impression. When I graduated the law school and interviewed for jobs with law firms, I explained that I planned to stay for only a little while and then leave to pursue my true calling, public service. I was promptly given orders. I was shown the door. I was told, thanks for coming by. We appreciate it. Finally, a very great man with his own passion, fully excellent for public service, Robert P. Patterson, took a chance and hired me at the law firm that today bears his name, and thus began my legal career. I served as the United States Attorney for the Southern District of New York for 8.5 years, and I'm particularly pleased that the current United States Attorney for the Southern District of New York is here tonight. And I think he serves in the great tradition of that office. He understands that you act first and talk later. Then I served as Manhattan District Attorney for 35 years. There I came to see most dramatically the wisdom of my grandfather's teaching. I passed the lesson on the young lawyers who came to work for me. I told them that most often criminals victimize the powerless, the impoverished, and the disenfranchised. Just pull me back on that. Our sworn duty was to protect the people we serve by enforcing the rule of law and to set an example for all by respecting the rights of the accused. Today I'm told that I'm in retirement, but my grandfather's voice will not let me rest, for there is unfinished business before it's going to go back. Before us. No. Reverend clergy, distinguished jurors, fellow honorees, sisters and brothers at the bar. I'm happy to be with you tonight and to have my son, Paul Morgenthau, and my grandson, Harry Morgenthau, the great-grandson and the great-great-grandson of Henry Morgenthau. I'm most grateful to you for honoring me in the memory of my grandfather and what would have been his 162nd birthday. It is particularly appropriate that you do so at an event honoring public service. For while everyone in the room is aware of my grandfather's support of the Armenian people during and after the genocide, you may not know the impact the genocide had on personally. His own words express it best. He said when he resigned his post as ambassador to the Ottoman Empire, I had reached the end of my resources. By then my grandfather had witnessed the slaughter of the Armenian people. He had argued with men who would order the destruction of the nation, men who we describe as reeking with blood, who would order the destruction of a nation, men who would, let's say, he described as reeking with blood. And perhaps that, cruelly of all, most cruelly of all, he had endured the indifference of his own government, that last hope of earth, which stood behind by as the horror continued. He returned home with his son, my father, Henry Morgenthau Jr., and started then, and for as long as he lived, my grandfather talked to all of us of the lessons that he drew from the genocide. The chief lesson he taught is that there, in this world, many people whose basic human rights and very lives are threatened by despots, dictators, and thugs posing as political leaders. Jesus, excuse me, pull me back a little.
Yes, sir.
He taught us that we have a fundamental obligation to those people, and the way we do that is the way we do it every day, through public service. My grandfather's words made a big impression on me. In fact, maybe too big an impression when I graduated the LO school and interviewed for jobs with law firms. I explained that I plan to stay for only pull me back a little while, and then leave to pursue my true calling, public service. I was promptly given the look. I was shown the door. I was told, thanks for coming by. We appreciate it. But we're not able to. Finally, a very great man with his own passion, fully excellent for public service, Robert P. Patterson, took a chance and hired me at the law firm that today bears his name, and thus began my legal career. I served